What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Golden. Last time, we got through the rest of our investigation for Kanji. He's now thrown into the TV world. We managed to get enough information for Teddy, and it's been a few days, but we are ready to head on into the TV world. In this episode, before we go and do that, I'm going to go buy Daidara's. We have gotten quite a bit of money, thankfully, from Dojima and from our part-time jobs. So what I want to do is maybe try... Well, first off, we do have a few new things here, like the Poison Kunai, the Non-Man Gusoku, as well as some armor here, the Survival Guard. So, just some nice things here that we could potentially get for our allies, but the main thing I want to do is to buy a weapon, specifically Triumph. This was the best weapon that I could have gotten in my original playthrough, and it costs 56,000 yen. It's a very pretty penny, but we'll pretty much make it so that way I can pretty much take down anything that I need to. And equip and sell the imitation katana. So what I want to try to do is basically get back to end game armor and weapons as fast as possible. But that's the only thing I'm going to be buying today. I don't think there's really a whole lot aside from like selling this. I don't think there's really a whole lot else. Can sell the hairband, I guess, and the wind pin. Actually, both, because I don't really need that. But yeah, I do want to try to hold off on my money a little bit for buying back Personas, because I am going to need a little bit of that. But I would like to try to get my armor and weapons up as fast as possible, so that way we can get through dungeons relatively easily. But we are going to go ahead and leave the shopping district, and we are heading on over into the TV world. Okay, well, after getting everyone acquainted with the Fox, let's go ahead and enter the TV.
Don't worry, we can do this!
Okay, so now that we are in the TV world, let's actually see if we can get this. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is pat the fox's head. And is that it? Okay, so yeah, so I think we can only get the costume if we actually have Kanji on our team. So if we have the respective person, then we can get it. Good to know. Okay, well, before we really get going, we've got a few things that we need to do. But first off, we are off to the shopping district. Because we need to head back into the Konishi liquor store. And so we get the skill spanner. And, oh, there it is. The Mori Ron Maru. Okay, so we got everything that we needed here. And we can actually upgrade Yosuke's weapon, which is nice. And that's everything that we need to do here. So first things first, as usual, we're going to head on back into Yukiko's castle, and we'll go from there. We'll go through the castle again, fight the optional boss, and then we'll go and take on Kanji's dungeon. Actually, I think we could probably head on back first to actually unlock Kanji's dungeon, and then we'll head through Yukiko's castle.
Oh, you found out more about Kanji. Uh-huh. A complex. That's it? That's all I have to go on? You're working me to the stuffing. Oh well, then I'll open my nose up real wide and sniff real hard. Oh, I think I found something. It feels like our target. Is this it? Follow me!
It's hot in here.
Is it just me, or does the fog here seem kinda different? My glasses are fogging up.
Man, it's hot in here. This place is like a...
Come here, pussycat.
Oh, such well-defined pecs.
There's no need to be scared. Now just relax.
Wait a sec, I don't want to go.
Is Kanji-kun really here, Teddy?
The nose knows.
We're really going in here? I can already feel the sweat rolling down my back.
I think that's just the heat, dude.
That's because it's so hot.
Eh. Okay, so now we've pinpointed Kanji and we can hang out with our party members again. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead. I guess... yeah, we'll have Ippon Datara as our equipped persona, and we'll go from there for now. So we are off to explore Yukiko's castle once again. Okay, so kind of for the topic of discussion today, one thing that I want to talk about is kind of once again dealing with things that I do want to eventually see in Persona 6. And one topic of discussion that I see talked about quite a bit online is the possibility of having a FemC route again. It is kind of a weird thing that it was included in Persona 3 Portable, and then just it never came up again. So kind of my thoughts on it would be that yes, I would honestly like to see a FemC route. Yes, I would probably mostly stick to a regular MC route myself. But, you know, I think having that option available, you know, I don't think that there's any reason why Atlus shouldn't have a FemC route. Like, why exactly we can't have that for Persona games? And I mean, this is going to be like a two-part discussion. The first part's mostly going to be like how I think that it should be, like, reasons why I think that it is a possibility, and then kind of my own take onto how exactly Atlus could potentially do such a thing. So, first order of discussion, as we're just running through here, eventually I'm gonna get into fights. You know, we'll get into a fight right now.
You hit its wing.
Ooh, can I have this one?
Ooh, Galactic Punk, go for it!
Ready to go!
Yuki-chan! That's one!
Get some
Galactic Hunt Sprint. Oh, I never switched Yukiko off of that. Okay. Oh, I have to wait until my turn. Oh, crap. Now, let's see how much damage my sword does. Pretty decent. Okay, not exactly a whole lot that we can do, but we'll eventually manage to get that. I mean, I suppose I should also be trying to get into fights since I am going to need them for quests, so probably shouldn't be skipping all enemies. But anyway, so like I said, I do want to see a FemC route. I think that Persona could really benefit for that. And one of the big reasons that I kind of see online as to, oh, Atlas wouldn't do that is costs. Like, oh, that would take too much time and development. You've also got things like the anime cutscenes that you then have to do, or re-recording lines to make use of whether they're using male or female pronouns. And honestly, I don't really take a whole lot of stock in that. That's how 4-person all-out attack looks. Oh wait, what?
3 more enemies! Grin and bear it!
Okay, well...
Go, Sensei!
Thankfully,
Down!
I've got Ippon Datara.
Go, Sensei!
You're doing well.
You knocked it down!
Now, is it overkill? Yes, but I also have Invigorate.
We have our chance. Are you ready? Oh, right. It will end here.
Yeah, just look as to what the all-out attack is for both Yukiko and with 4 people. Well, at the very least I get, sweet bonus, so we'll do that. I'm not really missing out on that much experience anyway. Ooh, GA leveled up. So the big reason why I say, like, I don't take much stock in... Ah, crap. I think my all-out attack damage is also just based off of my currently equipped weapon, which honestly makes it so my all-out attacks just do a lot more. So that's nice. Anyway, the reason I say I don't take much stock in, oh, well, it'll cost a whole lot, or you'd have to change a whole lot, like, my big counter to that is, look at Fire Emblem. Intelligent Systems, I think, is probably a decent comparison compared to Atlas. And, like, at the very least, since Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and then also with Engage, maybe 3 Hopes as well, but I haven't played 3 Hopes, so I can't exactly attest to that. But with at the very least 3 Houses and Engage, Intelligent Systems managed to basically have both a male and a female route without changing much of anything. Even when those games have mostly voice-acted parts, like, that hasn't deterred Intelligent Systems from actually putting in those routes in the first place. And again, like, you have full voiceover, or mostly full voiceover, you have anime cutscenes. Like, yes, Fire Emblem generally isn't as long or intensive as Persona, but I mean, even 3 Houses had a calendar system reminiscent of Persona. So, I feel the comparisons are still there. Like, I feel like if Intelligent Systems... Oh, crap. So, like, I feel like that's a little bit of a cop-out if Atlas couldn't, you know, do a FemC route again. Now, another thing that I've seen compared is like, oh, well, that's a lot of extra content that they're gonna have to make to separate it, and I honestly don't think there would really be that much extra content. Like, yes, you'd have different things for, like, if you're just hanging out with the boys versus just hanging out with the girls, But I feel like that sort of content is... Unfortunately, they got me. Let's just move on to the next floor. So, like, I don't think that there'd really be that much content that would be different. Like I said, you do have various things like, oh, like you have the male and female, like, specific events. But it's one thing that I think people kind of overestimate would be, like, having all brand new social links. Like what FemC had. Because FemC had, like, how many social links were different? Ah, crap. I mean, eventually gotta fight these guys, but whatever. So yeah, Junpei, Akihiko, Ken, Shinjiro, Koromaru, Ryoji, and the 2 girls. So that's a total of 8 different social links? Oh, jeez. Be really great if I could... Be really great if I could maybe get an advantage off. So there's not really much of a need to really try to separate it out like you did with Portable. You don't need to have completely separate social links between the male and female routes. You can just have the exact same social links, and the only main difference would be who exactly would be romanceable. So, like, there's not really that much extra dialogue that you would then need to write for the social links, because you wouldn't really have that much extra to do anyway. So, I don't know. I feel like it's just a little bit of a cop-out for, like, not trying to do a FemC route. So, that's just my personal thoughts. Now, in terms of, like, is there a way for, like, an interesting way of kind of doing a FemC route? I do have something in mind that I kind of have an idea on, but I want to save that for when we're exploring Kanju's dungeon. And I managed to get a demon statue, and you know what? Let's just open up a chest. Why not? Thunder Valve. Be great for me, but I kind of like my own thing. So, yeah, like, that's kind of my general, kind of abridged thoughts on, like, should I think that Persona 6 should have a FemC route? As well as kind of reasons why I feel like that they really should. I mean, again, like, when it comes to Persona, like, the point of the protagonist is to be a blank slate. So why you can't have just between 2 different characters, one with the only difference being one is male, one is female, but are otherwise either similar or at least serve a similar role? Like, I feel like Persona should be able to do that. I don't think there's any reason why Persona shouldn't be able to do something like that. At least I got my sweep bonus back. So yeah, Atlas at this day and age should be able to at least write... Ooh! You get back here! No, 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 you get back here, you get back here! Oh, come on! What a load of crap. Anyway. So yeah, Atlas should be able to handle a FemC route, is all I'm really saying. I don't really think that it would be that much to ask for to include a FemC route. Lots of other games have managed to handle it, lots of anime games, or at the very least I can point to one comparable anime game that has done it. Atlas should be able to do something similar. Which is also kind of weird because, like, I do feel like Persona 5 absolutely could have handled a FemC route, and I feel like I remember there was kind of a leak a little while ago that basically said that the original one had plans for a FemC route, but those were ultimately kind of canned pretty early on in development. And then you have Royal, and you cannot convince me otherwise that Kasumi was originally intended to be a FemC Joker. Like, everything about her design just reminds me of similar to a Kotone version, but of Joker. Like a lot more of a bubbly attitude, a more positive outlook, but otherwise has a very similar aesthetic to Joker. Like everything about Kasumi's metaverse outfit just screams Joker. And I feel like the big giveaway is her gloves, honestly. Now this has just gone to a separate tangent, but still, gotta talk about something. When it comes to Kasumi, like, her gloves are a dead giveaway that she was originally intended to be Joker. Like, her whole getup feels a lot similar to Joker, but more feminized. And, like I said, the big giveaway is the gloves, because every single Phantom Thief has... Oh, you get back here! Okay, how are we going to handle 3 of you?
It's not strong enough.
Okay, well, I mean, this is certainly an idea. Didn't work.
3 enemies left.
Cool.
Throw down! Persona! Damn, it's not going down.
This is gonna be great, isn't it?
It's over. So persistent.
What would be great would be if I could... Well, hold on. Rebellion on yourself. It'd be great if I could galactic
Amazing, Sensei. Keep it up.
punch one of them. That would be fantastic. Do I have a physical persona that could do that? Oberon has Arm Chopper. I guess we can try it.
Persona!
Alright, if I could just straight up get a crit. Now let's try to keep you knocked down. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go for a Skullcracker. Damn it. Problem with all of this is just the fact that I really don't have anything super good, and without a Masuku Kaja, just annoying. If I can land a crit,
There, so persistent.
and it's not gonna work with Chie unless I get a double crit. No.
It got back up. Hurry and beat it.
Okay, come on. We've got to be able to take down at least one of them. Well, almost. Come on, Yosuke.
It's over. I can't defeat it.
Ah, crap. Crit rate reverted. Alright, skewer. At least kill one of them.
Awesome. Chie-chan's in rampage mode.
Bewildered, so that one's gonna run soon. We'll just focus on the other one. Come
2
on!
enemies. Charge through them.
Damn, it's not going down.
I couldn't do it.
Man.
Someone finish it off.
At least that one's still there.
The enemy ran away.
Alright, and if I want anyone to gain experience, I'll go Amino Uzume just because she can get Invigorate. I can try a Hama.
Persona!
Nah. Probably just alt resists light like it does with the regular skills. Ooh!
Let's go, partner! Good answer!
Finally! I'll take 2! I'll absolutely take 2. I probably could have also just slashed it with my sword. It's the whole reason I got it, but whatever. Let's recover SP. I'm not wasting experience on that.
Cool, you leveled up.
Ah, level up!
Okay. Well, that was certainly worth it. Now back to a smaller Kasumi. Not really Kasumi Ranch, all things considered. But yeah, like, the big giveaway is her gloves. Every other Phantom Thief has a separate colored glove that matches their own aesthetic. Yet, for some strange reason, Kasumi has the same colored gloves that Joker has. Also, we're at the end. Which I feel like I need more. Yeah, I need a Ritz wire. Which is from a different enemy. I know I haven't gotten that. But yeah, like, her aesthetic is very closely related to Joker's. Her gloves are identical to Joker's. And the weird thing is like, the Will of Rebellion is supposed to symbolize what that person's, like, idea of rebellion is. But with Kasumi, even though she looks very close to Joker, her Will of Rebellion is the exact opposite. And I got the item I needed. So yeah, like, her Will of Rebellion is essentially the exact opposite of Joker's, considering that she is 100% against the Phantom Thieves for a good chunk of the game. And there's another rare hand. Let's go for it. Oh, you know what? Before doing that, let's go ahead. Cover HP. Go ahead and use a Snuff Soul on myself. Switch to Ippon Datara. And let's go for it. Hey, we were successful. So yeah, like, it just seems weird that, like, Persona, at the very least Persona 5, really feels like they really intended on 2 separate occasions to try to do a male and female playable protagonist. And then they just kind of wimped out partway through development for one reason or another, which just seems really weird to me. So, it's one thing that I hope Atlas does for Persona 6, and like I said, I do kind of have some idea as to one way they may be able to do it that would address certain concerns, like, oh, well, what about having, like, certain voice actors just not having all that much, or, like, potentially blowing budget on anime cutscenes, or some other thing like that. I even have something that would address canon name issues as well, which is a whole other issue. But we'll get into that when we get into Kanji's dungeon. So, before we go and do anything, let's use a go home. And we are going to return to the entrance. So first things first, I'm going to save. Now, for the current boss. First things first, Velvet Room. Well, I guess second things second, Velvet Room.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Oh, right, Ippon Tatara. With that, we are now rank 2 with Margaret. So now we need to get Matador that has Mahama. Okay, Matador's usually death. Yeah. So yeah, already have that, level 24, and it'll cost about 6,600 yen. Okay. I'm also going to go ahead and register Ippon Datara and Amino Uzume. Would have liked switching out to Amino Uzume, but honestly, just getting more SP back would probably be for the best. Okay. I don't think I'm missing anything. No, I am. Take Minakata was never put in. Unfortunately, level 27, but I need to keep my 3 strongest personas. Ippon Tatara, Amino Uzume, and Anzu. Which... yeah, that explains why that one's super high level. But still, that's at the very least something that we could do. Doesn't look like there's really... nothing else that I've skipped. So, the reason that I came back to the Velvet Room is that the thing coming up, still a pain in the ass. We are going to go through, and that'll be the last thing that we do, but I want to try to free up some space. So you know what? Let's go with a normal spread. What can I get rid of? What can I get rid of that I don't need the Arcana for? Yumotsu Shikome. Valkyrie, but I already have that. I need that Arcana, need that Arcana. I guess I could make a McCoy. Or Titan, but no, I don't want to get rid of Ippon Datura. I'll go ahead and see what I can actually make. Hold on. Okay, all I did was end up just dismissing Yumotsu Shikome because I didn't really have anything that I could do. So the main thing that I wanted to save up money for is, like I said, the upcoming boss is a pain. So what I need is a very specific persona, and while this is a lot higher level than I would really like for this point, it's also the cheapest that I can do for actually doing this. So we are going to go ahead and buy back Gira Makala. Now, Gira Makala will actually work perfect for this. And it does also give me Invigorate too. So I could use that. Kind of, again, feels a little bit like cheating using such a persona like this. But honestly, this is a BS fight. So I don't feel bad cheesing it. Now, the next thing I want to do is remove everyone from the party. I'm doing this alone. Because this fight is BS.
That's a strong enemy. Don't
Okay, so we have ourselves the Contrarian King once again.
Yikes! This is one tough enemy.
The Contrarian King drains fire, resists Almighty, and nulls wind, light, and dark, and knows the skills Hysterical Slap, Kill Rush, Rampage, Red Wall, and Marakunda. This boss was a whole load of crap in the original game, and I feel like he's even more of a piece of crap in Golden, which is weird considering that they rebalanced Shadow Yukiko. They didn't rebalance this asshole. So, what makes him even worse is that he had weaknesses in the original game. He doesn't have any in Golden. And his Rampage is still basically a one-hit kill. When I went through this game the first time, I played this game on hard, and I could very comfortably take on anything that the game threw at me. Except this guy. I actually had to lower the difficulty, and even then, it was still a hard fight to do. So, why exactly did I remove everyone? Because everyone's going to die to a Rampage anyway. It makes no sense to waste a bunch of healing items to bring them back up. Why exactly I needed Gira Makala? It's the fact that this guy only has physical skills. So, Gira Makala has the added bonus of just having repel physical. So, anything he hits at me will just be reflected back at him, and since he doesn't resist physical, that also helps out significantly. So as long as you have a persona that can at the very least null physical, you have hard countered this boss. But Gira Makala is one of the earlier personas you can do with that. Like the other persona that I saw that was kind of a similar level that you might be able to use is Rangda. But my Rangda is level 51. So I don't know what Rangda's base level is, but yeah, mid-40s to try to do something that would hard counter this. Very much a pain in the ass. And you are not going to be able to use, like, Tetracarns either at this point in the game. This guy is still, like I said, BS in the original, even more BS now. But thankfully on New Game Plus, he's kind of a pushover. Let's go ahead and we will just use Mighty Swing.
Go, Sensei!
Wow,
You knocked
okay,
it down!
that works.
One enemy! Fight!
You just basically use this to just beat on him.
It got back up! Hurry and beat it!
Well, if I had my other party members, that would have been great, but... Yeah, like I said, this would just be a pain in the ass. Hysterical Slap is already doing quite a bit back to him, and that Rampage would have just been the end of us. 233! Yup! Yep, that's about right. Keep in mind, a Tarunda is not going to help you. Tarunda and having Rakukaja up on everyone is only going to barely make you survive. So, yeah. This is not exactly a fight I feel bad about cheesing or having a much higher level persona than I should at this point in the game. Because honestly, this asshole deserves it.
Great work!
It is such a pain in the ass to try to take him down.
You did it, Sensei!
And honestly, it does kind of help me get a higher level than Yosuke. Okay, and then we can head up on the throne and get the Suzaku Feather. And now I need to make my way back, which means using another go home. Return to the entrance. And, well, actually, I guess we can just go back to Yu-Gi-Oh's Castle so I can get everyone back in the party. However, we are going to go ahead and call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 4 Golden. I still have a lot more to talk about when it comes to potential, like, split between a MC FemC route. So we'll try to get into that discussion next time. But at the very least... That belt. At the very least, we got done with a particularly annoying fight. I'm not gonna have Kiramakama up the entire time. I hate cheesing the entirety of the game, even though, like, I'd like to kind of prioritize just getting all my equipment to be cheesed out before I focus on getting cheesed out personas. Plus, I still need to swap them out for social links and stuff, so... yeah, do something. So anyway, we're gonna head on into Kanji's dungeon, and we will try to get a move on our conversation, a discussion on more of what I want to see when it comes to Persona 6. So, we'll try to do a bit more of that as we go through Kanji's dungeon. So until next time, everyone, take care.